Good evening. This is Blue Collar Piper, and today I'm coming at you with a little bit of a, I guess we'll call this Blue Collar Piper tips, and a little bit of a discussion about quote-unquote hipsters in piping. And my autofocus is on. Dope. I'm smoking my Wilson's Company 7.5 inch 303 clay pipe, full of some Black Metal Pipe Smokers Barking Dog mix. Fine smoke. First, the tip. Now, if you've ever owned a clay pipe, clay is not comfortable in the teeth. If you've ever owned a primitive corncob pipe, or one of my clay pipes that has the reed for the stem, they're okay, but they're still not really all that comfortable. So how do you fix that? Well, in most automotive stores, there's a product you can buy that's used for heat shrinking on wiring, and it's a very heavy, like fairly soft plastic insulation that as you warm it up, it shrinks onto the wires and seals them tight and creates a nice tight fit. Now this is what I've got fitted onto this. Obviously you want one that's a little bit larger than the stem. Cut it to the length you want, and then you put it to where it just barely overhangs the edge of the pipe right here, okay? And then you just take a lighter, and without putting heat directly on it, you just heat it up and you rotate it around until it shrinks into a tight lock-on fit, and it does not come off. You have to cut these off, okay? That's just how well these bite. My Hillbilly Cob, I had to cut off a section of it where I chewed it up. This also gives it a level of protection, and it gives you something softer to bite on. Not as soft as a softy bit, but definitely handy for those guys that have some of my clay pipes. Definitely recommend you get you some. It tends to form fit to whatever the shape is. If you can even get some of the larger stuff that will actually fit over the button of a regular stem on a regular pipe. And if a softy bit's just like too thick in your mouth, this forms a really thin but soft protective layer that will protect your stuff. And you can get it in different colors: blacks, reds, blues, yellows, etc., etc. And it'll actually allow you to clench, done gently, your clay. So there's that, and that's my tip. I'm gonna try to fill up a tip like once a week. Why not? Concerning the discussion, I wanted to have a little quick discussion and looking for a little feedback on this about quote-unquote hipsters in tobacco pipe smoking. Now, a lot of people, especially the older folks, don't show these guys any respect because, you know, frankly, a lot of them are in it for the fad. But at the same time, you got to remember, I always looked at it like this. I seen it with hookahs. Hookah is a real big, huge hipster, has a huge hipster following right now. But I've learned this: for every 10 hipsters who get into a fad because it looks cool, because their buddies like it, at least 2 to 4 of those guys are going to get interested in it enough to actually research and want to learn about it. I mean, really learn about it. Once that fad goes away, and like all fads, they do go away, of those 2 to 4 guys, about half of them are going to stay in it, even after the fad's gone. So I look at it like this. If you perceive someone to be a hipster, quote unquote, that really isn't grounds to look at them at the same level as you would any other new pipe smoker, for the simple fact that you never know whether in that or that they're in that percentage of pipe smokers that will end up doing it for life. So that's just something to keep in mind. Feel free to throw out your opinions and like, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah. And I hope you guys have a great evening.